for having a girl, right? And then over here, now it's the reverse, where you're actively having women celebrating and pushing each other if they find out that they're going to have a male fetus, a male child, to go ahead and get that abortion. And I'm like, what we're seeing on the screen, this is in essence what some ladies are kind of often articulating. And I'm trying to explain to ladies right now, this anger, this vitriol, this nastiness, this outright evil that some of y'all are having, I got to let you know, man, that in the end, it's probably not probably, it's not going to be beneficial to your long-term future and outcomes. You can't live 30 years being angry and hating men. And then when you finally don't feel that way anymore, think that there's not going to be residual behaviors and actions and things that you're going to say and do that's going to carry over into how you're actually treating men. You can't hate something for so long and then think that, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. This whole like, oh, I go to church now, so I'm forgiven, so all that's in the past. Like, y'all can keep espousing this. I highly, highly recommend that y'all go to therapy and that y'all go to somebody to work on like these type of mindsets and approaches. And the same is true for men that have this type of mindset too, because my frustration and anger, I hate ratchet shit a lot of times, depending on what's going on. But I genuinely hate problematic behavior. I don't really hate people like that. And I'm trying to make sure that we separate those two things when we have these type of conversations and discussions. Because the thing that, again, ladies, you're accusing men of thinking this way and men being the only ones that just hate women so much. You got a whole nother cohort on the other side that's in y'all camp that says that they're anti-men, anti-family, anti-nuclear family, anti-kids in the womb, and you're surrounding yourself with these types of women. This idea that they're going to be supportive for you guys in terms of your relationship issues, your marriage. Listen, a lot of y'all are single literally because of the circle around you. So, just kind of keep that in mind, ladies, as we kind of continue on this for sure. So I got a couple more that I wanted to pull up real quick. And I want you guys to kind of stay on because I think this is going to be kind of dope. And it's two, actually, these both are kind of connected. The simps and knights in shining arm, fellas. Most women actually, again, I said it earlier and I'm gonna say it again. If this is your posture with how you approach society, how you approach men, how you approach women, this is not attractive to almost any women other than women that want to dominate you. Now, Mr. Fantastic, am I telling the truth? Am I on? Am I off? What you think?
10,000% true, bro. And the recent thing that just happened with the girl Jordan and the streamer, what's his
Yeah, yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah. Tylil.
Yes,
Tylil.
Tylil, to where
Mm-hmm.
she literally ended up admitting, "Oh, I got plenty of dudes, giving me thousands and millions and this, that, other, so on and so forth. I really didn't even want to have sex with you, but I had sex with you." So she's telling you that the dudes that are caping and simping and buying this and buying that and all this other shit, bro, you're always on the back burner. At the end of the day, women are naturally attracted to dominance. Women are naturally attracted to the men that they are physically attracted to. Money can never make up for physical attraction, bro. I'm not saying it doesn't count for anything, but if she doesn't actually like you,
Mm-hmm.
you can talk all that '90s R&B. You know what I mean? You can tell her everything she want to hear, and
Yep.
you're going to be telling her that while somebody is, breaking her back in. Point blank, period.
Literally, literally. And the crazy thing about this particular picture that I love, like how it looks, is there's a number of ways that men can do and say things unknowingly where this is the posture. Mr. Fantastic kind of said it. Fellas, you have to start with liking a woman and pursuing a woman that likes you back.
Yeah.
You won't see this picture in your relationship if both of you actually genuinely like each other. What you
Yeah,
say, Doug?
one of the worst things you can do is marry a woman, like get with and marry a woman who thinks that she's better than you, because
Mm.
you have yourself a Aisha Curry or a Big Mike Obama who 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 just wrenches you out in public because after this happens, she will always see you as a peasant. It doesn't matter what you can be the greatest shooter of all time and have your wife just wrench you out in public because she will always see you
As
as
beneath her.
below her. Always.
Below her. This is not, and again, I don't mind egalitarian relationships. I don't mind traditional relationships. Listen, there's men and women that are going to sign up for this type of relationship. That's their choice. It just rarely ever works out long term because over time, the man that allows himself to be in this position, she already didn't have maybe a lot of respect for her. But over time, as life happens, as stress happens, as kids happen, when he's not quote unquote stepping up and making things appear to be more on evil playing field or stepping up as the leader, she's going to lose respect for him over time. Again and again and again, man. A lot of the ladies who have left relationships, it wasn't always about cheating or just finances. A lot of them literally believe he's not the man or leader I thought he was or was going to be capable of becoming and being. So this picture, yeah, go ahead.
Or so guys, be careful of women who use the term partner, because women mostly use that term, not men. And the reason why they use the term partner is because, Jeff, Mr. Fantastic, if we become partners in business, we usually have a contract, a concrete contract that outlines all of our contributions to the partnership, right? Because it's about equal equity in the business, right? Women want partnership without a contract. So if there's no contract, she wants the equality of a partnership, but no defined terms. So she has to feel that you guys are equal, your entire relationship in your entire marriage. So your contributions and how you contribute and how they're perceived are filtered through her feelings. And this is what this is. This is her. This picture is you accepting that you have to live your life on her terms through her feelings. So sometimes it's going to be a lot. Sometimes it's going to be a little. It's going to go up and down, and you're just going to be a passenger along for the ride.
Nah, man, I appreciate that. And that's another way that visually this is how it can show up in the relationship. And believe it or not, fellas, when you first shoot your shot, a lot of guys, they end up with this posture just because of how they shot their shot from the beginning. This is the starting point. A lot of ladies will say, "Oh, I want a man to chase me. I want him." Fellas, I'm telling you right now, if she likes you, if she finds you attractive, if she wants you, there's no chasing required.
10,000%. Exactly. The dude she want, bro, she will give any and every choosing signal, every sign, every way to let you know that she's truly and genuinely interested. Ain't no 90-day rule. Ain't no you gotta buy me this and that. None of this stuff. The guy that she actually wants has no payment for entry, bro. Just point blank, period. And if that woman is playing you like that, bro, get out of there quick, fast, in a hurry. Because not saying that you're not gonna have to, be generous, chivalrous, or in some type of way. Just like give me, hey, let me have that. We ain't saying that, but you know what I mean. But still, bro, you'll know. And I think, like you said, Jeff, man, that's the thing, dog. Most dudes start out wrong because, again, society tells us Cinderella, Snow White, knight in shining armor, give, chivalry, protect, all these different things, so on and so forth. Make yourself worthy, when again, more likely than not, she's not worthy of you, dog. So you got to see yourself as that guy. And if she's not treating you like that guy, bro, move on to the next.
You got
biggest and most important thing, there are billions and billions of women out here, dog.
Billions.
Stop wasting your time on one, dog.
Ones that's just your racial color, the ones that speak your language, ones that's taller, shorter, different country. Bro, there's so many different options. The worst thing in the world is to end up with a woman who is in this particular position over you, for sure. She's going to lose respect for you if she even has it. And over time, you're going to pay the consequences for this type of setup. Jazz Noel pulled up in the building. She said, "Why does egalitarian society or power spread equally among genders upset men so much? How does this harm men?" Interesting question. Before I respond to that, what do you guys? Either you guys have any comments, or Doug, do you have a comment about this? To this?
Dude, go ahead. I can't stand Jazz, so I'm not going to entertain it. I'm sorry, I'm not. She's awful.
Jazz,
she's a demon. So sorry.
Click on the link on the top if you want.
I can answer it because there is no true egalitarianism. What we know is that women don't work as hard as men. Women don't have the requirements or expectations as men. Women aren't held to the standard of men. So this is this fake thing where you get to say this egalitarian thing to where, you know, men and women are equal and everybody has equal merits, but then women come up with the argument about the gender pay gap, right? When that's been debunked, I don't know how many times, because we know, again,
About 50
women
times.
are not expected to do the things that men are doing. And what a woman will do is she will do something that's similar to or looks like what a man is doing, and then compare it when it's, you know, apples to motherfucking astrophysicists. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You know, when women, we well, why aren't there women out here in the steel mill? Why aren't there women out here in construction work? Why aren't there women out here on the oil rigs? Because you don't want to do that work because it's dangerous and it's too arduous. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But then you bring up things like that. So the reason why the egalitarian thing, men have a problem with it, because men know at the end of the day, if ish hit the fan, right? And let's say China or Russia come storming the fucking borders today, not one woman is expected to pick up a gun and defend the country. Not
Yeah.
one.
I appreciate a lot of what you had to say, man. And my view and lens is exactly what you just said. We're not an egalitarian society, generally speaking, for the most part. And most women don't even believe in equality. We notice we do these panels all the time, and every time we've tried to show the discrepancies in the lack of equality between the sexes in terms of outcomes, in terms of treatment in certain situations, especially legally, women don't want those things to change, by and large. So, like, the reason why it's so irritating or even triggering for some potential people is because you all claim an identity or claim a level of equality that you don't even believe in. And when we point out the examples that's a benefit to you that's not equal, you don't advocate to ever change those. You'll actively fight to make sure that the things that are advantageous to women typically will stay in place. That's how it works. We know it, we get it. So whenever people kind of try to reference the egalitarian, I'll say it in reference to, like, in the confines of a particular relationship. Yeah, some people, he and she may cook, he and she may do certain things, but in the end, when you extrapolate this onto, like, actual society at large, I'm sorry, and let's make it even more clear. It's y'all don't believe in equal anything when we get to y'all exiting the relationship.
Yep,
Divorce.
100%. Yep,
Y'all don't
guys.
want to be equal then.
Everybody's calling Todd a this or that because he want money. They said the same thing about Offset. Offset, they got nothing but bad things to say about him.
Yep.
So anytime a man plays the game that the legal system has it made up to be,
Halle
right,
Berry.
equal. Halle Berry, the same thing. Halle Berry just went off about child support.
Yep.
But every man that said something, oh, you just a deadbeat that's broke, that don't want to take care of his kids.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige
Mary
has
J.
to give her
Blige.
ex-husband like $50,000. Guys, here's the thing. Women reserve the right to change their minds about anything at any time, and society facilitates it. So I used to tell the guys I used to mentor, make sure that you're in a position where you can pay 100% of the bills, because if you find a woman who wants to go 50-50, she'll be 50-50 as long as she wants to, and when she doesn't want to, it's going to be a problem if you can't facilitate her her drawing back and doing 10% or 20% or 0%. Guys, women reserve the right to change their minds about anything and everything. Being a mother, they can freaking delete the baby. They can freaking give it up for adoption. The workforce, the average CEO career for a male is 7 to 9 years, and the average career for a female CEO is 2 to 3 years. Women fight their way to the top. When they get a CEO role, where they have to work 100 hours a week, if they last 2 years, like, oh, I have to find an organization that lines up with my values, or I'm taking time off to. Women will reserve the right to change their minds at any given time, and when there's no obligation and no duty, you can't have equality and freaking egalitarianism. You just can't have it.
Yeah, so that's really what it is. I did invite Jazz to click on the link. I don't know if she gonna get her hair ready in time. For those that see, because that wasn't even meant to be like, it wasn't even meant to be bad. It was more so in the sense, like, Jazz got a lot of hair. So when she hops on panels and everything, she always is done up a certain way. So that was more so what I was coming from. What's going on, Miles? What's happening with you, brother?
How you doing today, Mr. Jeff? I'm doing all right.
Can't complain. Listen, man, we're about to be wrapping up pretty soon in terms of this episode, y'all. So if y'all have recently joined or were watching, we're going to be wrapping up in the next 10 minutes or so. And then 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, or in the next 19 minutes, I'm going to be hopping over and switching over to collab and connect with Charleston White. And then following that, I'm going to be doing another live with Cooley from No Fugazi podcast as well. So I'm going to be doing back to back. Your boy probably going to be doing this well up until midnight. So this will be wrapping up pretty shortly. And then I'll be prepping and getting ready for Charleston in about 15 minutes. So listen, y'all, absolutely enjoy it. Miles, did you have anything in particular that you thought was like very unattractive that you noticed happening in culture society?
What I have noticed is when they either try to push because I'm 27, I'm in the Gen Z generation, and how I notice how everybody interacts with the opposite gender, they especially in my generation, they operate on eggshells because they know they can't be honest with the other, while they can give us all their honesty and try to change us.
Yeah. So basically, they have a value system when it comes to boundaries, standards, expectations that you should be fully willing and accepting to hear and receive from them. But when you articulate your version of that, they'll accuse you of being a misogynist and hating women and judging women for their past. And the reality is that's extremely unattractive for men, because we recognize she's not an open thinker. She's not someone that can both wants her views to be respected and respects in kind another person's perspective as it doesn't align or agree with hers. So, bro, I absolutely agree with that, man. That's a big one for sure that I think people kind of be sleeping on for sure. Hey, what's going on, Miss Red Cup herself, Mika in the building for sure. So listen, y'all, I'm about to hop off in about the next 3 minutes or so. And like I said, I'm gonna when y'all see me again, if all goes well, it'll be me and Charleston White at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what we do is we'll switch off of this, hop into the other Big John for sure. Hold on, did she pull up? Did she pull up? What's going on, sis? What's going on, sis?
What's going on? How are you?
I can't complain. How are you?
I'm great. I was kind of in and out, but I heard you wanted me to hit the link. Did you want shout out to y'all though for timing me out in the chat for just asking?
That was me. That was me. You wanna know why?
No, I don't.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
I don't.
Because
It's okay. It's okay. I don't care. So
see,
Jeff,
you don't respect Jeff. You don't respect his platform, and you're showing it right now.
I don't.
You don't respect anybody, Jazz. Nobody.
I don't care that you time me out,
Why
sir.
y'all be going back and forth? I'm confused.
I don't know this man. He's obsessed with me.
Yeah. I don't know you either, but I know what respect looks like.
Right. So Jeff,
what's up?
you wanted me to hit the link. What did you want to talk about?
Well, real quick, because I am going to be hopping off in the next 2 minutes. This was just a general.
Yeah, me too. I'm waiting on my friend.
Yeah, this was just a general episode, a filler episode until I hop on and meet with Charleston. But basically, it was like, what are some unattractive things that men and or women could find that are unattractive, basically happening in culture, society? So yeah, if you wanted to join or kind of contribute to that from your lens of things you've seen that's unattractive in men or unattractive in women from your vantage point, feel free.
I think the most unattractive thing right now is the fact that we are so at odds with each other. When I hear women open their mouth to disparage men constantly, over and over and over again, constantly complaining about the same men again, constantly pointing blame, pointing the finger, not looking within to, get better results. It's exhausting. It's very unattractive. Same thing with men, constantly on the internet, constantly online, pointing the finger, blaming, shaming, tearing down, disparaging. But the thing is, I've realized that this is profitable, right? Toxicity is very profitable within these spaces, especially amongst Black people. And so that's the most unattractive thing. It's the constant it's not me, it's you. It's not you. It's just, when are we going to come to an understanding about each other? If we really want us to actually come together and build relationships and bring women back to men, well, how about we consider what each other is saying? If women are saying, hey, we will be with you, but here's how we feel safe, right? We don't need to be. Now, there are some women that enjoy this, but a lot of them don't. But if there are women that you want that say, I don't need full dominating over me. I don't need you to control me. I don't even need your money. I just need you to show up as a kind, generous, empathetic person that can be loyal and honest. Somehow that's still a lot to ask for a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? And the pushback will be, oh well, even if I do all of that, you're still going to be thinking about the guy that you slept with 3 years ago that got the big dick. Even if I do think about that, you're going to be outside in the world. You're going to be outside in the world.
Pause.
Pause,
I mean,
Jazz.
this is what I hear. I agree, pause, but I hear more men bring up. I agree, pause, but I hear men bring up dick more than women on these apps.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
So
Here's
I
the thing.
wasn't finished. I was talking to Jeff. If that's
I don't
okay.
care if you're finished or not. I'm gonna talk now. So here's the
So,
thing.
Jeff, if you want to
Here's the
continue
thing.
this conversation, I'm more than happy to have it with you. I appreciate you for allowing me to come up. I would love to expound on this. Fantastic. I see you doing your thing as well. But if I can't engage with you one-on-one, then I would prefer to just leave. I just
Okay,
want to
goodbye.
holler at you.
Bye.
See you
All
guys.
right, Jazz.
Scum of the earth, dude. Right there.
Oh man, scum. No, why you call her that, bro?
She's awful. She's awful.
This the crazy.
Like,
you know what?
you know what, Jeff? Let me tell you. Look,
Yeah,
I watched your entire live with her,
Mhm.
and that was the biggest deconstruction of that woman. And look, I've been a supporter of you since the beginning, right?
Mhm.
And the way that she was talking to you and disrespecting you,
Mhm.
you were giving her your time, your skills, your professional courtesy, and she was pushing back on you of all people. like that live with her and you was the final straw. I watched her disrespect Anton Daniels. I watched her disrespect Lapeef, everybody. But to disrespect Jeff St. James of all people, I'm not having it, dude. I'm not.
Hey, listen, bro, I hear you. It's one of them weird things where it seems like everybody else's perception of Jazz is not mine's. Only in the sense that me and Jazz, we got each other's phone numbers. She can text me, she can call me, whatever. We talk behind the scenes about different ideas for content and stuff like that. And maybe I'm also like a little desensitized with my background being like therapy, to where when other people hear things that's triggering or things that they think are like super off or bad or disrespectful, it doesn't quite hit me the same, because I'm not really reacting to that per se a lot of times. I'm usually thinking about why they said it. I'm thinking about where they're coming from. I'm almost more curious and interested in understanding a person and why they're speaking out of being triggered, out of their pain, out of their trauma from their past or past decisions. I'm almost rarely taking it super personal. And that's probably why I see it so radically different, if that makes sense.
But Jeff, here's the thing about it though. Like, they're just okay. Frank Miller in comics, he wrote some of the best villains for Batman and Daredevil, and they asked him why. Why do you write such good villains? He said, because I'm tired of seeing people that had to have a reason as to why they became a villain. He would just write people that are evil. He's like, I wrote this villain because he's just evil. His mom didn't die. You know, he didn't lose his dog when he was young. He's just evil. And there are people, Jeff, you need to accept, there are people that just come in bad faith and they have a bad heart.
Yeah,
honestly,
listen, bro, you know what it is? I'm one of them people that join this space because I'm still trying to get people who are so emotionally charged to stop thinking and moving through the lens of emotion. And I think I got people like you guys and others that are seeing through that and trying to give their prescriptions or recommendations on how to challenge some of these things. But I think that's probably the reason why Jazz and I still get along even now. Where it's like, if we talk on the phone, if people think like, oh, she's over talking me or cursing me out, like none of this is actually happening. I do think it's very interesting whenever conversations unfold and there's any dynamic of critique about women. That's where you'll get Jazz to get a little, emotionally involved. Whereas like our whole lives, we've heard things about men and, not trying to be the equivalent of that as a man. That's a given. But nah, man, I get it. I hear you. Hopefully you and her don't have any run-ins in the future on the
Jeff, here's the thing.
Yeah.
One of the best things my father ever told me is you only have 100% of time and effort at any given time. It's like a pie chart, right? You only have 100%.
Yeah.
And you need to be careful as to what pieces of that pie of that 100% are going towards where. And there are people that'll take up too much of that 100%.
Yo, why y'all getting mad at me? Said Coco Mo Smooth said, bro, Jazz is the worst guest to ever be interviewed by Jeff. I got mad. I got mad for him. Like,
Jeff, I keep telling you, man. You think that I'm joking over here?
Nah, I believe a lot of you saw it that way, and there was pushback. There was obviously disagreement when me and her were meeting, but it's very interesting. I so forgot about that. It's very interesting that people still see that with her for sure. And it's maybe it's true that maybe it's just my background with this type of stuff at this point. But listen, y'all, your boy is about to hop over and switch over. Mr. Fantastic, Doug, MPA, I appreciate you fellas for before real quick, what's going on, my guy?
Bro, man, what's going on, big guy?
Listen, man, I'm about to try to switch over to do this Charleston in the next few minutes. But I appreciate you checking it out and sliding through just to show your face real quick.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out why you brought that hyena on there, bro. I'm like, don't
I
ruin the
told
show.
you. I told you.
Don't ruin the show, bro.
Appreciate you, Jeff, man. Hey, I greatly appreciate you having me up, man. I'll let you get on to the next show, brother.
Mr. Fantastic.
I'm teasing though, but
Good
yeah,
talking to you,
bro. I
brother.
mean, yo, just want to give you your props, man. Shout out to the good work, but I'm excited for today's episode with Charleston.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Let's pray. Let's all pray that he shows and that he's good to go, and that